Every winter, something subtle but powerful sweeps across the United States. It's not announced with headlines, and it doesn't arrive all at once. Instead, it shows up quietly in the glow of a single candle in a window, in the sound of distant carolers echoing down a main street, and in the way entire towns seem to slow their pace just to make room for a feeling. Christmas, in its truest form, is not only about a date on the calendar. In certain places, it becomes a shared identity. Streets don't just decorate, they transform. Buildings don't simply light up, they tell stories. And traditions passed down through generations don't fade with time. They grow stronger. Across America, there are towns where Christmas is not confined to a living room or a shopping mall. It lives outdoors, in historic districts, mountain villages, coastal harbors, and streets that feel like they were designed for winter nights and warm lights. These places don't just celebrate the season, they preserve it. In this journey, we're counting down the 15 most unforgettable Christmas towns in the United States. Each one offers something unique: deep history, breathtaking displays, cultural traditions, or moments that feel frozen in time. So take a breath, imagine the scent of pine needles and fresh snowfall, and let's begin uncovering the places where Christmas feels most alive. Number 15. Portsmouth, New Hampshire, a living timeline of Christmas past. Portsmouth is one of those towns where history doesn't sit behind glass, it surrounds you. Founded centuries ago, this coastal New England town becomes especially meaningful during the holiday season. The heart of Portsmouth's Christmas experience lies in the Strawberry Banquet Museum. As winter arrives, this historic neighborhood transforms into a candlelit journey through time. Each preserved home represents a different era, showing how families celebrated Christmas across multiple centuries. Decorations shift from simple greenery and handmade ornaments to later traditions involving printed cards and electric lights. Walking through Strawberry Banquet feels like stepping into a storybook, one written slowly, page by page, across generations. The glow of lanterns reflects off snow-dusted rooftops, and costumed interpreters bring old traditions back to life. Beyond the museum, Portsmouth's downtown offers brick-lined streets, harbor views, and boutique shops glowing with understated elegance. Add tax-free shopping and cozy waterfront dining, and Portsmouth delivers a Christmas that feels thoughtful, authentic, and deeply rooted in American heritage. Number 14. Clifton, Ohio, where light becomes the language of Christmas. Clifton is small, the kind of town you might miss if you blink while driving past. But during December, it becomes home to one of the most mesmerizing Christmas displays in the country. The centerpiece is Clifton Mill, a historic structure that transforms into a glowing spectacle each winter. Millions of lights cascade across the mill, the surrounding cliffs, bridges, and a towering waterfall of illumination. The reflection on the river below doubles the effect, making the entire scene feel almost unreal. Inside the mill, the experience continues with a miniature holiday village, antique toys, and displays that capture the nostalgia of Christmases long gone. There's a sense of warmth here that has nothing to do with temperature, it comes from tradition. Clifton reminds us that Christmas magic doesn't require a big city or grand production. Sometimes, it only takes one place, doing one thing extraordinarily well. Number 13. Boothbay Harbor, Maine, Christmas along the quiet edge of the sea. Boothbay Harbor proves that Christmas doesn't need snowstorms or crowded streets to feel magical. Set along the Maine coastline, this town celebrates the season with light, reflection, and community spirit. Each winter, gardens and waterfront spaces across the region participate in a massive lighting celebration. Trees, pathways, and historic structures glow against the dark coastal nights. One of the most beloved moments comes when Santa arrives not by sleigh, but by illuminated tugboat, sailing into the harbor to cheering crowds. Fire truck parades, fireworks, and seasonal events stretch across several weeks, allowing visitors to experience Christmas at a slower, more peaceful pace. Local shops remain open late, restaurants serve hearty winter meals, and the ocean quietly frames it all. Boothbay Harbor offers a Christmas that feels calm, intimate, and refreshingly different, proof that holiday magic can thrive by the water. Number 12. Stockbridge, Massachusetts, the painting that became a reality. Few towns in America are as closely tied to a single Christmas image as Stockbridge. Every winter, this small Massachusetts town brings a famous Norman Rockwell painting to life, literally. The scene, titled Stockbridge Main Street at Christmas, depicts vintage cars, glowing storefronts, and neighbors gathered in quiet celebration. Each year, the town recreates this moment, lining the street with classic vehicles and period decorations. Visitors stroll past warmly lit shops, hear live carolers filling the air, and explore the Norman Rockwell Museum to understand how deeply the artist was inspired by this very place. Additional holiday markets and botanical garden events add handcrafted gifts and seasonal flavors to the experience. Stockbridge doesn't feel like a performance. It feels like a memory, one shared by everyone who walks its streets in December. Number 11. Williamsburg, Virginia, Christmas as the early Americans knew it. In Williamsburg, Christmas is treated with reverence. This is a place where tradition matters, symbolism speaks loudly, and history shapes the way the season is celebrated. During the holidays, the historic district glows softly with candles placed in every window, a practice that dates back to the Revolutionary era. Wreaths and greenery are crafted using meanings tied to colonial beliefs, and torchlight caroling fills the streets after sunset. Visitors don't just see decorations. They learn why they exist. Each detail reflects how early Americans marked the season with humility, hope, and reflection. Just beyond the historic streets, modern festivities add contrast. Nearby attractions host large-scale light displays and seasonal shows, offering families both educational and celebratory experiences. Williamsburg's Christmas feels meaningful, a reminder that the holiday's roots run deeper than trends. Number 10. Big Bear Lake, California. A true winter Christmas in the West. Southern California isn't known for snow-covered Christmas towns, but Big Bear Lake is the exception. High in the San Bernardino Mountains, this alpine village transforms into a classic winter retreat as December arrives. Snow blankets, rooftops, and forest trails, creating a setting that feels far removed from nearby cities. The season begins with a festive tree lighting ceremony, often featuring Santa himself. From there, the town comes alive with holiday markets, decorated storefronts, and cozy lodges offering fireside warmth. Adventure seekers can enjoy nighttime glow tubing, skiing, or snowshoeing through quiet pine forests. Others prefer strolling through Big Bear Village, sipping warm drinks and browsing small shops filled with seasonal goods. Big Bear delivers a Christmas that balances excitement and serenity, perfect for those craving a true winter escape on the West Coast. Number 9. Branson, Missouri. Christmas as a full-scale production. When Branson celebrates Christmas, it does so without holding back. Often referred to as America's Christmas Tree City, Branson transforms into a hub of lights, music, and live entertainment throughout the season. At the center is Silver Dollar City, where millions of lights illuminate the park in synchronized displays that stretch across hills and historic structures. Live shows dominate the calendar, with theaters hosting Christmas productions ranging from intimate storytelling to grand musical performances featuring orchestras and choirs. Even hotels and resorts join in, offering themed displays and immersive holiday experiences. Branson's Christmas feels energetic, theatrical, and joyful, ideal for families and travelers who love entertainment woven into tradition. Number 8. Natchitoches, Louisiana. Creole culture meets Christmas light. Natchitoches brings a completely different rhythm to the holiday season, one shaped by Southern hospitality and Creole heritage. Each year, hundreds of thousands of lights illuminate Cane River Lake, transforming the waterfront into a glowing centerpiece. Fireworks reflect across the water during weekend celebrations, creating moments that feel both festive and dramatic. Horse-drawn carriages roll past historic homes decorated in classic Southern style, while parades fill the streets with music, dancers, and community pride. The celebration lasts for weeks, giving the town a steady heartbeat of joy throughout December. Natchitoches reminds us that Christmas doesn't have a single aesthetic. Here, it's warm, vibrant, and deeply cultural. Number 7. St. Augustine, Florida. History lit in gold. St. Augustine is the oldest city in the United States, and during Christmas, it becomes one of the brightest. The Nights of Light celebration wraps historic buildings, palm trees, and bridges in millions of tiny white lights. The result is breathtaking. Streets glow as if dipped in gold, reflecting centuries of history beneath modern brilliance. One of the most memorable experiences is the Regatta of Lights, where decorated boats glide through the harbor under the night sky. The warm coastal air contrasts beautifully with classic Christmas imagery, creating a setting unlike anywhere else. St. Augustine proves that snow is optional, light and history can carry the magic all on their own. Number 6. Santa Fe, New Mexico. A quiet, glowing Christmas of the Southwest. Christmas in Santa Fe feels different the moment night falls. Instead of flashing displays or oversized decorations, the city glows softly. Thousands of luminarias, small lanterns filled with candles, line rooftops, walkways, and adobe walls. Their warm light reflects off desert earth and historic architecture, creating an atmosphere that feels peaceful, reverent, and deeply spiritual. The most iconic tradition is the Canyon Road Farolito Walk. On a cold December evening, locals and visitors gather to walk the mile-long stretch illuminated entirely by lanterns. Art galleries open their doors, musicians perform quietly along the route, and the glow feels almost meditative. It's not loud. It doesn't rush. It invites reflection. Throughout the city, churches host midnight services, plazas feature traditional music, and historic neighborhoods maintain customs passed down through generations. Seasonal performances from classical concerts to ballet productions add cultural depth without overwhelming the experience. Santa Fe offers a Christmas that feels grounded and intentional. It reminds you that the season doesn't need spectacle to feel meaningful sometimes. Light alone is enough. Number 5. Durango, Colorado. A Christmas story you can ride through. Durango doesn't just celebrate Christmas, it invites you inside the story. The town's most beloved tradition is its winter train journey, inspired by the Polar Express. Families arrive dressed in pajamas, children clutch golden tickets, and the steam locomotive slowly pulls away from the station into snowy wilderness. Inside the train, hot cocoa is poured, carols echo through the cars, and anticipation builds with every mile. When Santa finally appears, greeting passengers before the return journey, the magic feels real, not staged, not rushed, but genuine. Beyond the train, Durango shines with mountain town charm. Streets glow with lights, shop windows display handcrafted gifts, and nearby slopes offer skiing, snowboarding, and sleigh rides. Snow blankets, rooftops, and pine trees, completing the storybook setting. Durango's Christmas works because it blends imagination with environment. The setting supports the magic, and the memories last long after the train ride ends. Number 4. Frankenmuth, Michigan, where Christmas never clocks out. In Frankenmuth, Christmas doesn't wait for December. Often called Michigan's Little Bavaria, this town is home to Bronner's Christmas Wonderland, the largest Christmas store on the planet. Open every day of the year, it houses endless aisles of ornaments, decorations, and displays representing holiday traditions from across the globe. During winter, the experience expands beyond the store. Bavarian-style buildings are trimmed with lights. Garlands hang across streets, and carolers fill the air with familiar songs. A massive outdoor Christmas tree becomes the centerpiece of town, hosting synchronized light and music shows that gather crowds night after night. Horse-drawn carriage rides glide through snow-dusted streets. Restaurants serve hearty comfort food, and the town feels completely committed to the season. Frankenmuth doesn't just celebrate Christmas, it preserves it. It's a place where the holiday feels permanent, not seasonal. Number 3. Woodstock, Vermont, a New England Christmas. Perfectly preserved. Woodstock feels like it was designed for Christmas, long before the modern era arrived. Nestled among rolling hills and covered bridges, this Vermont town embraces the season through tradition, community, and timeless charm. The highlight is Wassail Weekend, a celebration rooted in Old English customs. Horse parades move through the village, historic homes open their doors to visitors, and townspeople dress in period clothing. Gingerbread competitions, candlelit walks, and traditional feasts transform the entire town into a living holiday tableau. Snow often blankets the landscape, softening the edges of streets and rooftops. Luminaries line pathways, and local markets offer handcrafted goods that feel personal rather than commercial. Woodstock's Christmas feels authentic. It's not trying to impress, it's simply being itself. And that's exactly why it feels so special. Number 2. New York City. New York, Christmas on the world's biggest stage. No place on earth celebrates Christmas quite like New York City. As winter arrives, the city transforms into a global symbol of the season. The towering tree at Rockefeller Center draws visitors from around the world, its lights reflecting off skyscrapers and ice below the skating rink. Holiday markets pop up across parks and plazas, offering handmade gifts, seasonal treats, and warm drinks that cut through the cold air. Department store windows become elaborate works of art, telling festive stories that draw crowds night after night. Classic experiences define the season here. Ice skating beneath city lights, attending timeless performances, and walking streets where every corner feels alive with celebration. New York's Christmas is loud, emotional, and unforgettable. It doesn't whisper magic, it announces it. And for millions, that energy is exactly what makes the season feel real. Number 1. Leavenworth, Washington, America's ultimate Christmas village. At the very top of our list stands a town that doesn't just decorate for Christmas, it transforms into it. Leavenworth, tucked into the Cascade Mountains, is a Bavarian-inspired village that feels transported straight from Europe. During the holiday season, every building, street, and rooftop becomes part of a unified vision of Christmas magic. Each evening, thousands of lights illuminate the town, turning cobblestone streets into glowing pathways. Alpine architecture, snow-covered peaks, and festive music complete the illusion. Visitors don't just walk through Leavenworth, they step into another world. Christmas markets offer handcrafted gifts and warm seasonal treats. Sleigh rides glide through snowy scenery, and winter activities like snowshoeing and mountain hikes surround the village. One of the town's most unique attractions is the Nutcracker Museum, home to thousands of nutcrackers collected from dozens of countries, a fitting symbol for a town that celebrates Christmas with global appreciation and local heart. Leavenworth doesn't compete with Christmas destinations. It defines them. Christmas is more than lights and decorations. It's memory. It's tradition. It's the feeling of being connected to history, to community, and to moments that slow time just enough to remind us what matters. Across the United States, these towns keep that spirit alive in their own ways. Some do it through quiet candlelight, others through music, snow, or spectacle. But all of them offer something rare, a reminder that Christmas is not something we consume, but something we experience. If this journey inspired you, there's more waiting to be uncovered. More hidden places. More forgotten stories. More moments that don't always make headlines, but deserve to be told. This is Untold Blueprint, where stories travel deeper than maps.